Good afternoon. I'm here at home on my little buddy, Pique. Very happy to have Pique back. Come on, buddy. What are you looking at? Oh, kangaroos. Come on. He's not paying attention. He's looking at kangaroos. Come on. Oi! Pay attention to me. Okay, there's kangaroos in the paddock next door, and Pique is completely wrapped up with what's going on with them. That's just horrible. Pique! Pique is not a naughty pony, but that was naughty. I was just about to say I'm very happy to have my little mate back, but after that little silly business. So what that was about was kangaroos were hopping through the paddock next door and he couldn't cope, and he's still not coping that well. He's a bit sort of worked up about it, but that's okay. He'll work it out. When we did our GoPro video, Pique and I said he was wide enough for 1,000 owners. Well, Pique is now wide enough for 2,000 owners. He has matured into quite a little colt, but thankfully his brain's not that colt. He still is very, very happy to be around the other horses. He doesn't talk to the fillies, so no reason to geld him as far as his temperament's concerned. It's just whether, how heavy he's going to get, but he's obviously quite bully because he is very wide. Have a look at him, he's very wide. I'll show you behind. He's a big boy. He's not a tall horse, but he's bred to sprint, and if he's good enough, he's big enough. But anyway, it is actually very nice to have him back now that he's got over his little silly business. He's a good boy. So he had about 7 or 8 days trot and canter up the road when he first came, and then he actually got a little virus. And normally it's just sort of like a one where their legs swell up and stuff, and they don't stop eating or anything like that. But he did get a little bit crook because he got the scours, so and he was a little bit sort of loose. So he did end up having a couple of days of just going on the walker at the walk and not actually being ridden because I didn't want him to actually get sick. But he's now back on track. He's A-OK, and he will hopefully be going to the track next week to start a bit of 3/4 work, and hopefully we'll just have a faultless prep and he goes well. So he's coming out here by himself. It is the most beautiful day. We're already over a week into winter and the weather is just fantastic. Pique, get up. You can poo later, come on. And the weather's just beautiful. I have no complaints. It's 15 degrees here at the moment, and it is winter and it's just beautiful. Makes my life a lot easier. Come on, little man. Let's go. I like Pique. He is my little mate. He does have plenty of personality, though. He's not a deadhead. So he likes to let you know you're on him and stuff like that. But, he's harmless and he's a bit of fun. So, come on, little buddy. Pique's still flat across his wither. He was when I had him the first prep. I don't know whether it was injury related from when he was younger, but his wither hasn't popped up, which makes him a little bit difficult to ride because the saddle rolls on him. So you have to make sure your girth's very tight and your breastplate's quite tight, which mine's not too bad. Because when you go up the hills, you don't want it to just slip back onto his tail. So you have to ride with a bit of balance because it just rolls from left to right on him. So he's like a little 44-gallon drum, basically, aren't you, Pique? So I call him my partner in crime because we copped our $200 fine from the stewards for using the GoPro. We weren't allowed to use that. But anyway, it was worth it. The picture was good and the sound was good. So, come on, Pique. Oh dear. He's having a bit of a look. Don't get bravery awards when you're a colt. So he's just trotting out nicely. It's Saturday afternoon and he's cool. Hey, come on. Come on. Good boy. He's a good boy. Come on. Never know what's out here on the weekend. Cars and push bikes and children and dogs and kangaroos and God knows what, but just keep your legs on. Stay safe. He's very enchanted with his ears. Bricked, he's good. I'm very happy to have him back now that his brain's back in order. Boy. But he's a little chunky fella. He's a good boy. The only thing he's doing this time in work that I've noticed is he's making a little bit of noise in his wind. I don't know if you can hear it or not. The sound thing's not great on this camera. but he's just sucking his tongue back, so I will be tongue tying him for sure. He just shied then. So I will be actually putting a tongue tie on. I probably should have done it today because I knew he was making a bit of noise yesterday, but anyway, I'll do it Monday. He's got tomorrow off. So we'll tongue tie him. I'm not actually sure if Darren Weir already has a tongue tie on him for his racing. I probably should look him up and see. I did watch his first race start, and I can say it was nothing but the most horrid race conditions that a little 2-year-old could step out for his first start. And I think he did a good job just to even have a go. He didn't disgrace himself, but just not the place for him, was it? So anyway, it was nice for him to have a spell and come back mentally very well. He had visitors last week. Kerry and Rob Canning came to visit him. Pique gave Rob a love bite, gave him a bit of a pinch on the underneath his left nipple. So colts are a bit like that. They're friendly and kind, but you never trust them because Pique loves to put anything in his mouth, particularly lead ropes, me, anything really. And sometimes he spends so much time working out how he's going to put something in his mouth that he forgets about where you are and walks all over you. So he's a bit of a dill, but I like him. He's a good character. He's happy doing his work. This family's just always had a lovely temperament. You know, sorry to hear about the releve with her knees. That's a shame. Oh, Shine again. Oh dear, it's going to kill you. Bit of bark on the road just frightened him. It was on the cards a bit with releve. Unfortunately, she used to work very heavy on the front end, which meant that all of her weight was on her front legs. And she probably just paid the price. Will you stop being a dill? Now get up, you peanut. I don't mind them having a look, but sometimes when it's not very genuine, which that wasn't, he then just gets himself in trouble for it because he's just being silly and not paying attention. He's a good boy. Don't be silly. Thing is, they shy at nothing and don't realise that I'm the one that's actually going to get them for it, not the thing that they've just shied at. So I'm the one with the power to kick him in the belly and say, don't do that, which is what I just did to him. Come on, Pique. Pique's mouth wasn't the best last prep. I put a lot of time and effort into getting him better in the mouth and giving him some breaks and stuff like that. And to whoever's been riding him, at Darren Weir's credit, they've done a very good job on keeping the work up because he still has a good mouth. And most appreciated. Makes my job easier. Come on, Pique. That's not going to kill you. I am. Come on. That's it. Good boy. I'll show you his shadow. That's him. He's just cantering up the hill, thinking about something to shy at. That's this very minute. That's it. Good boy. Come on, Pique. Come on. Come on. Sometimes when the sun's out, they shy a bit more because there's sort of shadows and things. But he's alright. Keeps me on my toes, don't you, Pique? As long as you're not doing wheelies. That's what he shied at before. Didn't even see it then. That's what peanut he is. Come on. Good boy, go on. Really, when they cope with being out here, get a bit of fitness, because this is actually quite a steep hill. You can't tell on the camera, but this is a steep hill, so you can just start to hear him blowing a bit in his wind. So it's not just because I think he needs a tongue tie on, but it's also because he's working hard. He's only slow cantering, but this is quite a steep hill. I know, I run it. It nearly kills me. So he'll get these sort of miles under his belt, and then when he goes to the track, it's just easy. I mean, you've seen his track work. I mean, he was a little nerd last time. I don't have any problems with him this time except for shine at nothing. Come on. Silly horse. Good boy. And whoa. And whoa. He's a good boy. Come on, Pique. Come on, Pique. Come on. Good boy. Come on, come on. Settle, settle. You're being silly. That's better. Good boy. Good boy. He's probably a little bit overfed and underworked as far as not started his fast work yet. So they're little signs that he's ready to do a bit of work as well. He's got a bit of character. So, although he did show me up when I first got on him, didn't he? Bad pony. I thought I'd get this video today because I'm hopefully going to see Morgs at Swan Hill tomorrow, so I need to give him a bit of camera work. He's a good boy. Come on, good boy. Be brave. Come on. The rest of the family used to shy a lot, so I mean he's relatively good. So that's why I'm not making too much of a fuss about it. It's only him being silly. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Horses are funny when they're young. You know, you can get on them some days, and if everything's just right, you know, nothing happens out of the ordinary. You just get really easy, straightforward rides. And then other days like today, you've only got to get a bad start. Those kangaroos hopping down next door, and the brain just goes straight out the window. Come on, Pique. Honestly, shying at nothing. That's dishonest. Don't like dishonest. Don't mind them looking, but I don't like them wanting to stop. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. They always shy a bit more through here. I think because of the shadows. Get up! Get up, you dishonest pig. Well, I was going to finish him at the next driveway and go home. He's just copped himself another canter up a hill. Suck eggs, Pique. So our driveway's just up there. I was just going to let him go because he was pretty good, but now he's being dishonest. He's got more work to do. Get up and listen. Listen. Being a fool. It's actually his shadow he's showing at. It's on his left hand side. Keeps popping up out of the sunlight, but I don't care. He's been around long enough to know better than that. Come on. Come on. Come on, Pique. Not sure where the kangaroos are though. Might be taking on a challenge that I didn't need to be taking on. They were just up here on the right hand side. There's the tie-up stalls over there, and he was looking across here. There they are. Far enough from the road, hopefully. Come on, bud. Come on. Get honest and go straight. Get up and go straight. Good boy. Here is wind again a bit. He's working hard going up this hill. This one's quite steep as well. And I don't feel sorry for him. He shouldn't have been silly. Come on, Pique. Boy. Oh, whoa. Good boy. Good boy. Damn it, he says. Said I messed up there, didn't I? Come on, we're going home now. Come on. He's blowing quite hard. He's felt that hill. They're good for him. Hence why the Ballarat hill track's so good for the horses. They don't have to go faster, but you just work them. Good boy. So by the time he gets back home, it's just at the bottom of this bit here. He's probably done about 4 kilometres. That's plenty for a 2-year-old baby. Good boy. He's a good boy. Come on. Whoa. Slow him down a bit going down the hill so his weight's on his back end, not too heavy on his front. Whoa. He can walk now. And whoa, Pique. Good boy. And whoa. Oh, he says thanks heavens for that. That's him, very broad. Broad between ears, broad neck, broad shoulders, broad. He's good. It's good to have him back. And he's healthy and shiny too. Last week when Rob and Kerry came, he was a bit dull in the coat because that's when he was still a bit crook. But since he's feeling much better, hence why he was a little bit playful, he's starting to shine a bit too. So anyway, that's my little buddy. I don't mind him having personality and stuff like that and having a bit of a show. That's fine. Just hang on. They're all a bit different, aren't they? Anyway, good luck with Pique. I will give you some track work in 2-3 weeks' time, and not far off before he goes. Did those birds try and get you? My gosh. Anyway, just took fright of 2 little birds. If they had some logic, you could just talk them out of it, couldn't you? But they have no logic. They're just chickens, aren't they? Anyway, take care, guys. Bye. I've just switched back on with Pique so that you can have a look at him here in the wash bay, because that's the thing, when I'm above him you don't get to have a look at him, so you can see he's in really good condition. So he's not too fat and heavy, and it's my job to make sure he doesn't get too heavy as well, because he loves his food, but he can't just eat and eat and eat, or else he will get way too heavy for himself. So anyway, you can see he's very well. I've just hosed him off after working him. He's very cute. I'll show you this other side. Over, Pique. Get over. See him from behind. There you go. You can see very strong. That's him in front. Good chest on him, so he looks good. He's got his broad colty head on. Big colty cheek. But no, he's in very, very good condition. I'm very, very happy with him. So onwards and upwards.